Communities, Universitas Indonesia has collaborated with University of Pecs in increasing to study abroad, especially in Hungary, as the master of ceremony on today's special event. Before we move to the next agenda, we will watching a snapshot on safety induction and profiles videos.
Selamat datang di Program Pendidikan Vokasi Universitas Indonesia.
Welcome to Vocational Education Program of Universitas Indonesia.
Saat ini, Anda berada di dalam gedung auditorium Program Pendidikan Vokasi Universitas Indonesia.
Now we are gathering inside of the auditorium of Vocational Education Program of Universitas Indonesia.
Ruangan ini sudah dilengkapi dengan sarana dan prasarana yang berkaitan dengan keadaan darurat.
This room has complete with emergency equipment and safety guidelines.
Bila terjadi keadaan darurat, dimohon untuk tetap tenang dan jangan panik.
Whether an emergency happens, please keep calm and not panic.
Keluarlah melalui pintu darurat yang telah tersedia di sebelah kanan dan di sebelah kiri di dalam ruangan ini.
Emergency doors are in the right side and the left.
Silakan berikan prioritas kepada ibu hamil, penyandang disabilitas, dan lansia.
Please give priority for pregnant women, the elderly, and disabilities to go out first.
Di bagian koridor gedung ini telah tersedia alat pemadam api ringan atau APA, dan di luar gedung ini telah tersedia selang hydrant.
The fire extinguisher will easily find in the corridor, and there is a water hydrant outside the building.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up for a brief moment. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. As an expression of gratitude, we will pray for a moment according to our own religions. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a pray. It's enough. Distinguished guests, now we move on the next agenda. It's the welcoming speech video by the Vice Rector of Academic and Students Affairs of Universitas Indonesia, Profesor Dr. Renat Abdul Haris.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished guests, Ms. Polarka, Pecs Study Abroad and Summer School Program Coordinator from University of Pecs and delegates. Dr. Andi Rahadian Wijaya, Operational Manager of ISMA Program from Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology. The Director, Dean, and fellow faculty members from Universitas Indonesia as well as universities in Indonesia. Our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful day, it is with immense pleasure and that I extend heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests from University of Pecs. On behalf of Universitas Indonesia leader, we are truly delighted to have you gracing our beautiful campus. And we sincerely hope that your visit is not only enjoyable, but also catalyst for fruitful discussion, interaction with our students and faculty members. The relationship between Universitas Indonesia and the University of Pecs has steadily grown over the years, thanks to the Indonesia International Student Mobility Award Program. This initiative has provided a platform for academic and cultural exchange between our institutions, fostering environment of collaborations and mutual understandings. Our students have had privilege of immersing themselves in academic and cultural tapestry of Hungary and reciprocally. Students from the University of English Literature and Law. In 2022, our collaboration expanded even further with 5 students representing fields like international relations, German literature, management, and industrial engineering. And the last is accounting. And in this year, 2023, we are excited to have sent 6 promising students from our vocational school who are specializing in hospital administrations and physiotherapy. It's our hope that the number of students participating in this exchange program will continue to increase in the coming years, creating a wealth of cross-cultural experiences and academic growth for all involved. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of providing students with global exposure and opportunities to immerse themselves in different life and learning culture has become pressing concern for universities worldwide. At Universitas Indonesia, we firmly believe that this is not only enrich the academic journey and our students, but also serve as vital component of our broader mission to engage with and raise awareness of the world. Our students are our ambassadors, representing our institutions on the global stage. Their contribution significantly contribute to our ongoing pursuit of improving Universitas Indonesia global ranking, consistently positioning us as the top university in Indonesia and the 9th in Southeast Asia, according to the esteemed ranking like US and Time Higher Education World University Ranking. In the spirit of reciprocity, I would like also to extend an open invitation to students from Hungary, particularly those from the University of Pecs, to embark on a similar journey at Universitas Indonesia and explore the wonder of our nations. It is our wish to expand our interactions, fostering constructive collaboration and joining engagement for mutual benefit of our student, faculty member, and the broader interest of both our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude my welcoming address, I would express my deepest gratitude. Firstly, I would like to convey my sincerely appreciation to the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Republic of Indonesia, and in particular, the dedicated team behind the ISMA program management. in shaping the experiences of our students and enhancing their academic and cultural horizons. Secondly, my heartfelt thanks to University of Pecs for their outstanding initiative and commitment in hosting and caring for our students during their stay. Your hospitality and dedication have created a welcoming environment for our students to thrive and learn. Last, but certainly not least, I want to express my profound gratitude to all the students, the faculty members who have invested and passionately engaged in our joint endeavor to elevate our reputation in global academic community. Your dedication and commitment are the driving force behind our shared success, and you are truly our champions. In closing, I would like to extend my warmest wish for a highly productive and enriching session for all persons here today. May our interaction and collaboration continue to flourish, creating a brighter future for all involved. Thank you for your attention and for joining us on this occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's very incredible message from Professor Haris to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on the next agenda, we will watching a snapshot of profile videos of Universitas Indonesia and ISMA program.
For many years, Universitas Indonesia has been recognized as a world-leading and globally respected research university. Universitas Indonesia continues to pursue the highest achievements in terms of innovation, development, and novelty in science, 2 postgraduate programs, and a vocational education program. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 to early 2022, Universitas Indonesia has established a health-promoting university program that enables student involvement in controlling and promoting health to their cohorts. Universitas Indonesia has succeeded in becoming the best campus in Indonesia and keeps pushing itself constantly to be in the heights, participated in student exchange programs abroad, as well as more than
Universitas Indonesia actively collaborates with many world-renowned universities and several education and research associations,
as well as collaborations with faculty networks.
To get higher chance for you to win the competitions, you must develop your own personal capabilities beyond your academic qualifications.
Being a UI graduate brings a lot of opportunities for me since I was shaped by great lecturers, friends, seniors, and organizational experiences, both academically and socially, which I'm really thankful for.
Green Metric, one of Universitas Indonesia's innovations that has been widely recognized internationally as the world's first university ranking based on a high commitment to manage the campus environment.
Universitas Indonesia needs to build constructive interactions between departments based on the principles of togetherness, transparency, accountability, responsibility, independence, and fairness. Through teaching, research, and public affairs participation, so that we can become a place of hope for future development. In addition, how does Universitas Indonesia makes a real contribution to the government through in-depth analysis related to strategic issues and national policies.
Innovation and entrepreneurship are important components of Universitas Indonesia's intellectual ecosystem.
The process begins when University of Indonesia academics identify a problem and come up with a solution. University of Indonesia academics who come from different fields of study seek solutions through various research materials, research and creative innovation, until we find a solution to make an impact on society. We have built a startup culture over the past few years that inspires academics to have a problem-solving approach.
And for more than a decade, we have been working hand in hand with government, state-owned enterprises, and private enterprises.
Here you can see all of our faculties, which I mentioned there are 10, but you only see 9 photos. That is because the medical school and the faculty of pharmacy are at the same location. But just to list all of them, we have faculty of humanities and social sciences, faculty of health sciences, medical school and pharmacy, cultural sciences, education and regional development, natural sciences, engineering and information technology, business and economics, faculty of law, and faculty of music and visual arts. Some of these facts I've already mentioned before, that we have a fastly growing number of international students, thanks to the fact that we have started international education more than 40 years ago. And since then, we have started 80 degree programs that are fully in English. We have also received a couple of awards, many awards in fact, for our internationalization efforts, namely including but not limited to the Erasmus Quality Award, Internationalization of Higher Education Award, and so on. And an important factor for students when they decide where they want to study abroad is, of course, what language does the host country have? Well, Hungary and the language Hungarian are very difficult to speak and to learn, but that should not worry you in your decision, because you can easily get by with just speaking English in your daily life. Of course, it's beneficial to learn Hungarian and it's interesting, but it should not deter you from choosing our university that you don't speak it. Yes, and here you can see some photos of our international students. I've also included a photo from one of our ISMA awardees from last year who did a cultural dance at our Indonesian Day, where our wonderful awardees showed Indonesian culture to Hungarian residents of the city. Here you can see the top nationalities of our international student population, which we hope one day, very soon, Indonesia would also get in the top 10. And in the next part of the presentation, I would like to detail our program offerings to you. First, ISMA undergraduate, then ISMA vocational, and after that, a short mention of study abroad. For ISMA undergraduate, here you can see a list of courses that were offered in 2022 when we were in the ISMA undergraduate program. And from this list, it's an interdisciplinary course list from our Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Business and Economics, and Law. And students can choose 4 courses of their choice that they want to study. And all of these are complying with the 10 key skills that the ISMA program aims to develop in students. I'm sure all of you can find something of interest to you among this list. In 2022, we had 46 awardees in ISMA undergraduate, which I have heard was the 3rd largest group in the whole world. Now for ISMA vocational, we are currently hosting 39 amazing awardees, 6 of which are from Universitas Indonesia. and 11 sending universities are represented in this group. They are separated in two programs. One is community development, conducted by our social work department, and the next is health, sports, and technology by our Faculty of Health Sciences. In the community development program, students take 4 courses and engage in field work at local NGOs. The NGOs deal with the following topics: sustainable development, well-being of children living in poverty, supporting local communities, care for adults with disabilities, and community painting, included but not limited to. And they have monthly workshops by invited lecturers and invited professionals in the field. The Health, Sports, and Technology program has 5 courses, and there you can see the industrial places where students have industry visit, including the National Basketball Academy, a Rehabilitation and Regeneration Center, Performance Diagnostics Laboratory, Human Patient Simulation Center in Health Sciences. So they have a very enriching program. Both of these programs we are planning to have next year in 2024 as well, when you apply for ISMA or ISMAVO. And now a little bit about our study abroad program for those of you who maybe feel like coming to study at our university, not in the fall, in the semester of ISMA and ISMAVO, but in the spring, because this program is available in both academic semesters. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's in the scheme, it's the same. 8 of our mentioned faculties take part in this program. These 8, to be specific: humanities and social sciences, pharmacy, law, architecture, engineering, business and economics, music and visual arts, health sciences, and natural sciences. You will be able to choose courses in the study abroad program from these academic fields. In total, we have more than 500 courses taught fully in English you can choose from and make your study plan. I don't know why this keeps jumping back and forth, I'm sorry. Yes, you can select 3 to 5 courses per semester, not dependent on the credit amount, and for students of our partner universities, plus for students applying to ISMA but unfortunately not getting into ISMA, the fee is a reduced fee of $2,600 for 1 semester. And a typical course is 6, 7, 8 credits, but ranges between 4 and 9 credits. Of course, our office is there to help you at any point of the application and until your arrival and after. We made it a point to make it easier for students to apply to this program. That's why we made it so easy that we don't conduct interviews, you don't need to write a motivational letter, and we, on our side, as a receiving university, don't have a minimum grade average requirement. So we would have liked to remove any obstacles for students and make it the opportunity as widely available as possible. When you apply, you only need to upload a scanned ID card or passport, verification that you are currently enrolled at a university in your home country, and your proof of English language proficiency, which should be at least a B2 level of English knowledge. Currently, we are accepting applications for the spring semester until November 20, but if you are interested in the fall semester for ISMA or ISMAVO and happen to not get the award, then the fall semester is also available for you to join us in PH. We also guarantee housing for our students in our affordable and very nicely refurbished student dormitories. So that's also something you don't need to worry about where you will live. Here are photos of our dormitory. It's $180 a month, the cost. You would have one roommate while living here and 2 rooms of 2 roommates. So 4 people in total share a unit that have their own kitchen and bathroom. And this is the dorm that we always request our study abroad students and ISMA students to be put in, because here is the largest international student community. The dorm is also well connected to any and every part of the city by the local buses. And a little bit about our important dates, which I heard it matches up pretty well with your academic calendar. Let's start, if you were to join us in the spring, at the end of January and the very last days of January, to start your studies in the beginning of February and finish your exams by the end of June. These are some of our pre-arrival services that we guarantee to support you in and support you with. For students in need, free legal aid for students in need, services for students with special needs, orientation days, a buddy system where you would get a Hungarian local mentor student to help you settle into your life in Pécs, academic support, obviously, and the enriching presence of the International Student Network, which I will mention shortly. Curricular activities provided by the Dancing University and the Music University. We also have a university theater that's free for anybody to enter, which is a nice way of bringing culture accessibly to everybody. We have various festivals and concerts happening all semester round, both semesters, and parties, cultural events, and our international student networks does great work in providing fun activities for international students to get to know each other. For example, hiking, quiz nights, community barbecue, visits to the animal shelter, community painting meetings, and something that the students really like is the country presentation events. Their students of the same nationality group together little performances showing their culture to other students from other cultures. Sometimes they even cook their national foods, and there, as Indonesian students, you would be able to showcase Indonesian culture together with your peers to other students, as well as attend the similar events from students from all over the world and get to know their culture, which I think is just great and very enriching. We also have the International Evening, which is a very high-class gala night. That's basically the amplified version of the country presentations. Here you can see some photos of the beautiful performances our students have put together from many different cultures, and it's celebrating international mingling and cooperation. And one of the things we like to pride ourselves upon is that here I would like to show you some photos of our famous light festival that happens every July, beginning of July. So if you were to come for the spring semester, you would still be able to stay and see the beautiful light installations that are all across the city in our downtown or our buildings. And it's just spectacular light shows all around. This is our theater, one of our theaters in the city, and our walking streets. And here, just to mention a couple of things that you could do in the close region of our city, but outside of our city. We have many smaller medieval castles, half an hour, 1 hour bus ride away, affordable bus ride away from Pécs. Beautiful countryside, lakes to do outdoor sports, and not to brag, but we are in the middle of one of Hungary's best wine regions, where you could taste local wine, award-winning wine. The university also produces its own wine. Here, just a photo and a link to our website that I will be sure to get this information to you via email later, where you could read the details of all the programs that I just mentioned. And we also have social media where you can follow us and keep up also with life in page from a student perspective. Facebook, Study Abroad in page, Hungary, and Instagram, Study Abroad page, Hungary. We also provide internship opportunities at our office for 1 or 2 students maximum per semester, which is mostly focused on social media marketing and administrative work. Here